Hi, welcome to the Girlfriends Lounge. My name is Marcie, and today I'm coming to you with another Thrifted Thursday haul. This is from an estate sale, and this one focuses kind of on cooking, sewing, and let's see, there is cooking, sewing, and crocheting. So I have a little bit of everything in that category. Here is, I've not seen one of these in years, but here are, I don't know if you can see it really well, but back in the day, they used to, I think this was like some kind of a club that each month or whatever, you got a collection of, I know I had one at one time, you got a collection of meals, and it would be like a main dish, side dish, desserts, you know, whatever, and then you added it to this little recipe box, and then you like just pull out, you know, go through, pull out cards in each category, and you made dinner. So I saw one of these. Actually, the house that I saw this at, they had probably at least 10 different kinds of these. And of course, you know, I want to grab as many as I can, but I also need to think about space to store them in. So I grabbed one, and I thought this would be perfect for using as tabs in a cookbook journal, or a cookbook themes journal. Oh, this is Betty Crocker. I think there's a bunch there. This might just be Betty Crocker. They, like I said, they had a bunch of different makers or brands there. But I thought it would be fun to go through this and pick out some picnic options and put them in my summer journal that I'm making, which is probably already out by the time I'm filming this. And I will close that later. I have to repack it. Then I found some fabric, some crochet, and I'm not sure if these are doilies or napkins or tie backs, but I thought that would be really pretty to wrap around a journal. But I was thinking that there were curtain tie backs because there was 4 of them. And then there is just a piece of eyelet fabric. And this was $2 in this bag. I don't believe, I think I spent a total of like $10 maybe for all of this. Here's another pattern. There's several of those. This was printed in 2006. So some instructions, which that would be fun to use as journal pages. And then we have a crochet magazine, and this looks like it is, oh, I don't see a year. There is a copyright, but no copyright year. And we'll look on the back side. No, nothing there either. Okay. We have that. Here is a doll wardrobe magazine for 29 cents. So that's got to be a little old. And in the back of that, oh, it's a book of patterns. Okay. $1964. And then there's lots of magazines like this. So the ads would be nice to add to a journal. Here's a Craft Yarn Council of America. Different patterns. Here's an embroidery book from 1962. Here is an like a pillowcase patterns and some doll clothes. Here is another dresses and sweater, and I believe this is probably from the same period. Here's a McCall's Tips for Easy Sewing. Oh yeah. I love books like this with illustrations. Fables and Fabulous Yarns, another one that would be fun for a junk journal. Here's a McCall's Step-by-Step sewing book. Nice illustrations. I think I've shared before that I love finding books like this, and you know, if I can find two of them, I'm less hesitant in cutting one up. So here's Afghans and Pillows, Sweater Bazaar. Wonderful images. Here's another printed page on how to make something. And these are just like a magazine had to fall on. They're just clippings or been taken apart. Here's baby Afghans. I think that's it for that. Needlework ideas, or knit and needlework. So again, you know, you can cut this out and make a piece of ephemera with it. Here's another catalog or knitting book, or pattern book, sorry. Here is a peekaboo vest. This is another pattern. And then this one is, let's see, oh, there's a bunch in here. These are just like clippings. So how to make an Afghan, and then these are just like clippings from maybe a book that was taken apart. Good housekeeping. Teaching little girls how to sew. See, though, from nostalgia purpose, like I probably would not break this down. Here's a crochet one from 1988, and then a pattern and just a magazine page, and then different. She had cut an example out of each instruction, or added an image to each instruction. Here is another magazine of sorts, and then another pattern. How to make socks and mittens, knitting, and let's see, learn how book. Here's baby layettes and scarf. scarves, and then here is another examples. Another Learn How book, and then this is a Crocheting in Plain English. So I hope you liked today's haul, thrifted haul, and I will be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, have a magnificent day. Bye-bye.